To be absolutely clear, we take allegations of sexual assault seriously and do not support any actions or behaviors that cause harm to others.
San Diego State athletic officials speaking publicly for the first time today since a 17-year-old girl sued 3 former Aztec football players, accusing them of gang rape. I'm Jared Aarons in for Lindsay Pena. Athletics director J.D. Wicker and head coach Brady Hoke wanted to talk about their upcoming game and the first ever at Snapdragon Stadium. But the questions were focused on the accusations. At one point, you see the 2 men walked out of the press conference, although Wicker later returned to take some more questions. The fallout continues for the players involved, particularly punter Matt Ariza. The local high school, then Aztec star, was released this weekend before he ever played a regular season NFL game for the Buffalo Bills. And it all comes as the Aztecs try to focus on the first game of their season and the grand opening of their brand new stadium in Mission Valley. ABC 10 News reporter Michael Chen reveals what Wicker and Hoke had to say today about the team's response to those accusations.
At a press conference ahead of Snapdragon Stadium's debut this weekend, brief statements by athletic director John Wicker and head coach Brady Hoke about the allegations swirling around former punter Matt Ariza and 2 of his former teammates. Ariza cut by the Buffalo Bills over the weekend.
We take allegations of sexual assault seriously and do not support any actions or behaviors that cause harm to others.
We are committed to hold accountable students who violate the university's policies.
Questions from the media about the accusations.
Again, we'll take questions related to the game this weekend.
Deflected, Wicker pointing to privacy laws involving the ongoing investigation. Attorney Dan Gillian represents the then 17-year-old girl who accuses the 3 in a civil lawsuit filed last week of raping her at an off-campus party last October.
Now that the school is being, confronted with their enabling activities, they're coming back and using PR and saying the same stuff that you hear day in and day out from enablers, which is, oh, geez, we take this stuff really seriously.
The school, which announced it started a Title IX investigation on August 1st, has faced criticism for not starting one earlier. The university has said it was told by police to wait until its probe was complete. Gillian says a local investigation should not stall a federal one.
Pretty obvious that the reason they were looking the other way was that they knew that this would disrupt a football team.
Wicker, who left the press conference, returned to field additional questions.
Under no circumstance would we ever support an environment that supports abusive behavior.
San Diego Police has referred its case to the DA's office, where it sits now. We are learning more about the school's actions in the days after the police investigation began. Sexual assault survivor Brenda Tracy, who survived a gang rape involving football players, says in early November she was contacted by the athletic department to speak to the team. In a statement released on Twitter, Tracy says she visited the team a few weeks later and was only told there had been an incident.
Brought Brenda Tracy in related to an incident that had been reported to us that SDPD was investigating, and we brought her in for enhanced education for our student athletes, all of our male student athletes.
Now, in light of the lawsuit, she says, was I being manipulated? I don't know. Was I there for PR purposes? I don't know. Was I brought in to help their athletes? I believe so. Was I there because leaders were being reactive? Yes, you can't deny the timing of events. Michael Chen, ABC 10 News.